inclination. And that's the way they are assured of victory. So this is al derech lakir. It has to be tshuva in all the different kavin. Chesed, din, and rachamim. Uchvisha meise ba maimer shamas, he adds in the maimer, which is a maimer of the Alter Rebbe, b'chinas rachamim rabbi. In other words, rachamim, not just rachamim, but rachamim rabbi. Everything has to be with the extreme. Is val yedei atshuva lemato begimel b'chinas elu mamshichem milmayla es akeshes im gimel agvanim shabo. Through the tshuva, through repentance, in the three personal traits, which is chesed, gvura, tiferes, a person brings down the rainbow with the three colors. Chesed, din, rachamim. Chesed is white. Chassidus explains in colors. The Alter Rebbe, Nigeres HaKedesh, and Tanya writes, the letters white, red. Then there's tiferes, which is a blend. Shal yedeize mevatlem as gimel akavin delumas, that then we are mevatla, we nullify the three kavin, the three traits, personal traits of the evil inclination. Ube'efim de machisika of, in a way that he has erased, like a cloud removed, mechia gmura, a complete erasure. Ube'efim shal zichoch, and a way of refinement. This is what it says, this is the mark of the covenant, of the mark of the covenant, as kashti nosati ba'onon, that I have placed my bow in the cloud. Through the Avedas HaTshuva, the onon becomes positive, the cloud becomes positive. The clouds bring all the brachas. They bring rain, which is the union of the brachas and contains everything, as we said, Ishayna Rabbah. Ube'efen shall bris, in a way of a covenant, which a covenant means something that whatever should be, it never changes. What is the union of a bris? Sometimes you have a relationship between one and another, and it's prone to change. There's an argument, then there is a union of called a krisus bris. A krisus bris, like we have in Parsha Nitzovim, it says Hashekoras Hashem Elokecha, the union of bris atem Nitzovim ayem le'ovrecha bevris havaya lekecha. It is a bris, which is a covenant, an oath, which can never be changed. It is, even if there is something in a revealed way, an ill feeling between one and another, it is not changed. It's not changed because of the oath and commitment from one to another in a format of a covenant, which this covenant ties one to another to something that is higher than seichel. And that's why Chassidus says higher than intellect. A shvua is higher than intellect. He has committed himself. Like we say by the Eibishter, bi nishbati, the Eibishter swore, is a covenant which doesn't change. So B'meila, the Rebbe says this is the union of Bris covenant, the 8 kol yemei haaretz keir v'cheim geimeh, the 6 seasons of the year, v'oft kufas hashana leish beisa, they won't change. There is spring and summer and fall and winter and then there's cold and there's hot. It won't leish beisa. Nature won't change.
Again.
Huh?
It won't change again.
It won't change again, he says, after the Mabel.
But you have to say six seasons?
Four seasons. Cold and hot is a season also.
It's in Gemara. It's Keir v'Chaim, Kayitz v'Cherev, Aviv v'Stav. Yeah, the Gemara brings Rasha brings the Taka in Parsha Neach. We'll have it in that Rasha brings that it's everyone is 2 months. Starts by the half of the month and goes in for 2 months. Half of Tishrei into half of Kislev, half of Kislev into half of Shvat, half of Shvat into half of Nisan, half of Nisan into half of Sivan, half of Sivan into half of Av, half of Av into half of Tishrei.
What's that?
These are the 6 seasons.
Hot and cold.
You have the season of Zera, planting. This is from half of Tishrei to half of Kislev. Then you have winter from half of Kislev to half of Shvat. Half of Shvat you have cold. And it's interesting, the Rebbe in the Ayem Yem on the 16th of Kislev brings the union of coldness. That coldness is the opposite of Avedas Hashem. It's very interesting. The Rebbe marks these seasons. Then comes Nisan is Kotzir, time of cutting. Av is already the time. Sivan is the time of summer. And you see over there, the Rebbe brings right after Tezvov Sivan, the Rebbe brings the schedule that the Tzemach Tzedek had when it was summertime with the Rebbe Marash learning, the schedule of their learning, summer. And then you have half of of starts the heat, chama. Not, this is chaim, not kayitz. So the Rebbe brings over there, right in Tezayim Menachem Avaye Elikecho Eishech Lahu, the meaning of Islavus. This is mamish like commemorating that. This is how it goes. And when you want to look at Tezayim, Sivan Tezvov Tishrei, the Rebbe writes the union of planting starts then. A few days later, the Rebbe makes note of it, that when we say Veiskol Minei Svasa Lateva, when we ask for the harvest, this is a esrig, and for yayin, and for matzah, chitim for matzah, wheat. We have everything in mind, all the mitzvahs. And when does that finish? That finishes the Tezvav Kislev. Tezvav Kislev, the Rebbe brings 3 levels, tzaddik, yosher, and tomim. 3 levels, a righteous person, a yosher, a straight person, a tomim. And the Rebbe brings up Chassidus. And the Rebbe says, one is, tam eitze yupir yeshovim. That the tam of the eitz, the tree, and the fruit is the same taste. Like we had last week in Rasha, that's lavdafka, it works like that. Right. Abel this is tam eitz yupir yeshovim. That day finishes the zera. Tezvav Kislev. Dalet Kislev. The season of zera, planting. So the Rebbe brings, what is the shleimus of planting? That the taste of the tree and the fruit is the same. You have a copy? Okay, now we go on further. So then the Rebbe says, V'yiseira mezu, even more yet than that. Es kashti nosati be'onor. That I have also placed my bow, my rainbow, in the cloud.
Did it say which Gemara quoted?
Bob Mitzia, I think it is. Yeah. Actually, when you take a chumash that has the chumash, der chumash hat es. Der Breishis ist das.
Gracious,
Yeah.
yeah, references.
Abi mich nach lieber von Dvorim da, ich weiß. Doesn't have it. Oh, it does have it on the bottom, yeah. Keir V'cheim, it is right over here. Chav Beis. He brings it from Sanhedrin. Okay. I think it's mentioned in a few places, but he brings it from Sanhedrin and Ches. This pasuk, Keir V'zer V'katzir. Aber, where is it here? Rasha doesn't bring, I thought Rasha brings a Gemara also. Rasha brings a Gemara, Bab Mitzia, Kuvav. Rasha does bring Bab Mitzia. But the Tilde Siren, for whatever reason, brings Sanhedrin. So you have either way, you have a choice. If you don't have one Gemara, you can find it in another Gemara. So the Rebbe continues, the Yashleima B'derech Efshar, that we can possibly say that what is the significance of adding Es Kashti Nasati Ba'onon, the Yashleima B'derech Efshar, we can possibly say Shebe'inyan HaKesher Shal Yedei Onon, Yesh Ne'inyan Na'ila Mikol HaBrochas Onem Shochas Al Yedei Onon. That when there is the keshes, the rainbow, that is reflected in the cloud, so it is even greater yet than the cloud on its own. As it's mentioned in many places, that I have placed the rainbow in the cloud. Kashti dovara mukeshli. Mentioned, Beis Chassidus mentions it a lot. Dovara mukeshli means something that resembles, reflects godliness. Shezeu l'mayla mekol hagiluyim. It is higher than all revelations. Kashti. Mukeshli. Midbal zen. Elohum mukeshli latzmusei u'mohusei yizbarich. He reflects. The signifies atzmus u'mosdei b'shterach. Chmeisha kosov kimare hakeshes hashayeh ba'onon humare dmus kved Hashem. That in the Cheskel says that in the same way that the rainbow is in the cloud, this is the image of godliness. And that's why we're not permitted to stare at a rainbow. Make the bracha, but not to stare at it, because of the inyan of Shechina. The 3 inyanim that the Gemara says in Chagiga, a person shouldn't stare. Keanim, Nasi, and Keshes.
Nasi, can't stare at a Nasi?
Keanim, by Duchening.
Right.
Oh,
And Nasi, Mistakel b'Nasi, and Keshes. It says also Levana, Derech Agav, also.
so we're saying that the keshes is a simon of
Godliness.
godliness, and yet it's brought about to remind Hashem about not to destroy the world.
Yeah.
A negative thing.
Right. We'll see further, because he says it over here, Takavaita, but in terms of Kornis.
Is it because of Shechina or Atzmus and Moshe? Like, what's the difference?
Atzmus is higher than